Hi there, Megan here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you, I've mentioned in some of my videos about I don't have this book right now because it's in storage. So we went to pick up some summer clothes for the kids at storage the other day, and I pulled out a bunch of books to bring back home. And so I thought that I would share those with you. I didn't feel like bringing up my whole laptop and trying to set it up in my room to take this video, so I'm just holding my phone because I don't have a tripod at this point. So hopefully I can make this work. This is why I really need to buy a tripod. The first book I'll show you, where's my finger? So the first book I actually already started. I haven't gotten too far, but so I recently started listening to the My Favorite Murder podcast, and one of the episodes I was listening to, they talked about Ted Bundy, and it reminded me that I had this in storage, Anne Rule's The Stranger Beside Me. I've always really liked true crime, but I haven't really read a whole lot lately, but with listening to the podcasts are really getting me back into true crime again. I just listened to Serial. I listened to all 12 episodes in maybe 2 days. I know I want to read all the books that came up out of that. And I've also been listening to the Missing Mara Murray podcast, which, if you're not familiar with Mara Murray, I live in New Hampshire, and Mara Murray went missing. She went to college at UMass Amherst, and she went missing in New Hampshire. So anyway, yeah, The Stranger Beside Me is about Anne Rule. This was her first book, and this is about her friendship with Ted Bundy. So it's really interesting, the whole situation. Green River Running Red. This is about the true story of the Green River Killer, America's deadliest serial murderer. I went on a book mooch binge several years ago and got 10 Anne Rule books. And I've only read one of them, so I want to get those read. There's Flowers for Algernon, because I talked about this in my books I'd like to reread video. By Daniel Keyes. I read this in high school, not for school, but a friend lent me his copy of the book. I really enjoyed it, and I've been wanting to reread it, so I grabbed that. The Prodigal Daughter by Jeffrey Archer. I read As the Crow Flies, I think that's what it's called, several years ago, and decided I've heard a lot about this one. This is also another novel about the American dream. A saga of boundless hope. It's not very long. It's barely 400 pages. I picked up because of BookTube is The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. Robin from, I think it's Reading with Robin, mentioned this. I think it might be on her May TBR, or maybe she posted her April TBR late. But anyway, one of her recent videos, she mentioned this, so I went and picked that up because it reminded me I want to read that. Grabbed Things Fall Apart, and I'm not going to try to say his name. The Stones Cry Out by Sabella Giorello. Thought I already had a copy of this. No, I was thinking of Cutting for Stone. The Stones Cry Out, Cutting for Stone. Two separate books. I guess this one's middle grades, ages 8 to 12. This is Kimchi and Calamari by Rose Kent. He's a Korean, but he was adopted, I believe, by a white family, or an Italian family. Parvana's Journey by Deborah Ellis. This has to do with children being raised in Afghanistan. The Shock of the Fall by Nathan Filer, but I just really like that cover. Fever 1793 by Laurie Halse Anderson. I've never read anything by her. I know Speak is really popular and talked about often on BookTube. The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat and Other Clinical Tales by Oliver Sacks. Walking the Trail, One Man's Journey Along the Cherokee Trail of Tears by Jerry Ellis. Opening Atlantis, a novel of alternate history by Harry Turtledove. And I have a prompt for, I think it's Pop Sugar, to read a book in a genre you've never heard of before, and I was thinking about using alternate history because that is something that I've only heard about very recently, so maybe I'll read that. Daughter of Fortune by Isabel Allende. I feel like this is a book that I had at one point, and then for some reason I unhauled it, and now I want to read it again. Not read it again because I never read it, but now I again want to read it. Now I want to give it a try. Yeah, again. You know what I mean. And here's another one, River Across My Heart by Brina Clark. I guess I can't really call it a hauler because I already hauled them at some point, although I didn't record it. So whatever you want to call it, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've read any of these books or if you want to read any of these books, let me know below. If you're not already, subscribe. I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I guess that covers everything. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. She's Not There, A Life in Two Genders by Jennifer Finney Boylan. This is a memoir of a trans woman. Exit Ghost by Philip Roth. I have had this for a very long time. I don't even remember where I picked it up. I've never read anything by Philip Roth, but he's one of those authors that I feel like I should read or give a try. So I grabbed that again. Another Oprah Book Club book that I never read, Breath, Eyes, Memory by Edwidge Dantick. The Impressionist by Hari Kunzru. I guess I can't really call it a hauler because I already hauled them at some point, although I didn't record it. So whatever you want to call it, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've read any of these books or if you want to read any of these books, let me know below. If you're not already, subscribe. I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I guess that covers everything. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.